Hello everybody, welcome to the White Tiger Tarot. Thank you so much for being with me here today. Today's pick a card is all about the next chapter in your life. The next chapter you are walking into, what that's going to be like, what it's going to entail. And as always on this channel, we allow Spirit to completely guide us from beginning to end. No two piles are the same. We do not have the same decks or the same order of decks. Spirit guides us in the moment so that each and every pile are completely unique to themselves, to you, to your message. Okay, so pile 1, we have the Queen of Wands and the green bloodstone here. All right, pile 2, we have the Seven of Pentacles with patience and the Tiger's Eye. Okay. Pile 3, Knight of Cups. And please correct me if I'm wrong. You guys know me if you've been on this channel before. I am not the greatest with crystals, okay? So this looks like a clear quartz to me. All right, so clear quartz. There we go. You guys are probably frustrated with me at this point. I will buy a book. I swear I'll buy a book. I'll get better. I'll be trying, okay? Anyways, I will give you guys some time to meditate on your cards, and I will see you in your pile. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. This is the next chapter of your life. All right, so you guys were attracted to the Queen of Wands and the Bloodstone. This will be your pile. All right, so Spirit did an interesting thing today. So they picked out actually quite a few cards to begin. So we have a little beginning message here. So I'll put this down for you. So there's your Queen. Oh, you have another Queen. Back-to-back Queens. Queen. So this is in between Toro. You're like, it's Queen, but there's a King there. So it's Queen going into the King. Queen going into the King. Okay. So I love actually this because Spirit showed us to, I feel like I'm going to put these both centered. It's like we're seeing the before and then the after. So that's cool. Sorry, I'm a little shaky today. I had a coffee. And that happens, you know. 5 of Wands. Okay, going into the 6. We can see them being crowned after some kind of battle here. 7 of Swords. And the Hangman. Okay, I'm going to get a message out of here before I start shuffling your cards, because I have all your decks here that Spirit has picked out for your reading. So I'm going to shuffle those with you, but I kind of want to take a look here. I'm seeing there's definitely 2 energies here, right? Can't avoid that. So for some of you, this is going to be you up-leveling. And it's you up-leveling regardless if this is just you on your own or this is you in a connection. Okay, because we do see that here. It's like you're being rewarded. You're being leveled up in this next chapter of your life. You're being crowned. It's like you have strategized. You have gotten yourself out of maybe tough positions, out of a hard time of your life. It's like you have strategized. You have grown. You have learned. You have matured, and you're ready. You're ready to step up. You're ready to step into this new era of your life, this new position, okay, whether that be in your work, whether that be into parenthood, whether that be into just it's the next phase of your growth, of your soul's growth, of your life's growth, okay? You have fought hard. You really have. You didn't give up. Look at the determination here. His sword it's cut. It's broken. But look at that fist. He's like, I'm not giving up. You think this broken sword is going to stop me? Hell no. Okay, I'm going. I'm still going. I'm pushing through. I'm a fighter. And look at the confidence you have gained within yourself. Okay, emotionally, like I've mastered something. I've beaten something big. I've outwitted. I've outsmart. I have, you know, I've strategized. I've put in the work, put in the discipline, put in the effort, and now you're getting a reward. Okay, you are getting a reward, and you're coming out of a time of maybe patience, planning. Okay, stillness is it's a word that just comes up because it's an easy word, but it's a time of suspension where you have had to strategize, you've had to figure out your way out of a certain situation in your life, and that could be financially, that could be, how do I get myself out of my parents' house? How do I get myself beyond this internship? How do I get myself beyond, you know, this position in work and grow and expand, you know, gain, gain in who I am, gain something more out of myself, out of life. Okay. And you had that determination. You didn't give up. You're like, I'm going to make this happen for myself. And look, you're getting the reward. You're getting crowned. You're getting the up level. You're getting the next level of this experience. Okay, so you're coming out of suspension, out of feeling stuck maybe somewhere, stuck in a certain position in life, stuck in a certain phase of life. Okay, and with your determination, we are now moving out of that. We are determined, we are moving, we are being now crowned and risen. So good for you, pile one. So let's get some more information here. So yeah, you know, mixed reviews on the shuffling process. I'm not going to put timestamps. I mean, it's easy enough to just fast forward if you do not like this process. Some people like it, some people don't. You know, what are you going to do? But yeah, so I'm just going to shuffle all of your cards, and then I'm going to get all the cards, and then we're going to begin the next message. Sometimes I get insights while I'm doing this. Sometimes I just do it in silence. So it's up to you. If you like to fast forward, you go right ahead. It's, you know, totally your call. You can meditate. But I love that. So the Knight of Wands. I know, sorry, I can't please everyone. Some people are like, can you just shut up already and do it in silence? Sometimes I get stuff and I have to speak, okay? Knight of Wands, fast movement. We're moving out of the suspension. We're moving out of the staleness, the stuckness, okay? And I think you're finally being recognized for your talents, okay? For your talents, for your I mean, this person is obviously a rock star, right? But you are a rock star in something. You are talented and you stick out in one manner or another. And finally, I think you're getting recognized for the work that you've been doing, for the talents that you hold, for the skills, okay, that you've been so determined for what you've been focused on. And this could be you in a partnership, right? This could be you and someone else rising up together. It's going to be different for everybody. Yeah. This is a deck that I created. It's called the Matchbox Tarot. It's for sale down below. If you would like your own copy, shipping is included in that price, okay? So that's all in. I created it using a collage, and I use vintage Matchbox images from around the world to make this. Okay, and this one, and this one. Ooh, ooh. Oops. taking all of these. No, it was just a spill. It happens. Yeah, I keep seeing there's definitely couple vibes here for some, okay? So whether this is you just coming into union, commitment within something deeper, within something in your life, could be a career for some, but for others of you, this is definitely you and someone else going into the next level of your love, of your commitment, of your partnership. And that's going to mean different things for different people. Okay, but yeah, there's definitely something here about partnership. And it's funny because that's been coming up a lot in the readings lately. So yeah, if you and someone else are working on something, or you're in a connection already, that is deepening. It's going to the next level. It's leveling up. Maybe coming out of, a stalemate. Maybe this could be, we're trying to figure out, how we're going to get past this certain stage in our lives. Maybe it's going into marriage or engagement, or we're buying a house or having our own place, moving into parenthood. Okay, this could be you guys having your own business, and we're finally getting to a comfortable place. We're kind of getting out of a stale position where we're having more success. We're figuring something out. Or we could even be just getting past a certain stage of our relationship where it was a lot of battling, right? We've had to face a lot of our own shadows together, and now finally we're kind of getting freed of the hardest bits of love and of being that couple, right? It's like, man, it is a battle at times. It definitely is. We're having to face the darkest parts of ourselves and each other, and it all comes out. So let me know in the comments where you're lying within this, like how this kind of connection resonates with you. So we'll take out this prince first because we've already established him. The knight, pardon, the prince, the knight. Okay, so yeah, 4 of Pentacles here with power. Temperance with art. The Knight of Swords, the game master. The Sun, beautiful. There's a little baby for some. And the Fool. Beautiful. Okay, I just want to take this in for a moment here. Yeah, you guys are coming into, you're moving quickly. We have 2 knights here. So the actions that you've been taking, you've been mastering something. You've been mastering, strategizing. Remember we said that, strategy. You've been learning, growing, becoming a master, okay? You've been becoming a master at something, at maybe your self-realizations. But if we can master the self, all else follows, right? We're mastering, we're strategizing, our own behaviors, our own attachments, our own minds, okay? And that's been helping you possibly in your creative pursuits, okay? We've been balancing ourselves, and through balancing ourselves, it's been reflected into our outer world, into our work, okay, into our relationships. So it's this thing that's been affecting everything. And that's been, now it's like we're way more stable and we're growing in in our power, in our worldly power, in our worldly success, and our worldly stability. Okay. And look, we have this new beautiful beginning. Okay, this next chapter that's now presenting itself, that's going to feel so much lighter because we're now done with the heaviest part. We've overcome, we've successfully overcome, strategized, mastered. Okay, the hardest part. We've been climbing and climbing and climbing, and now we're hitting a nice, easy plateau because our power, it's like building that foundation with the 4 is the hardest part. Okay, mastering, healing, okay, the masculine and the feminine. And this could be reflected in your relationship. That could be, everyone's going to be different where it's mostly been around. So and I really have this feeling that it's been mastery of self, which has been helping your relationship, and it's now leveling up, but also within your creative pursuit or within your passion, within what you're passionate about. You've really been doing a lot of great alchemy, okay, mastery, and now you're shining to a new level. Now you're really being looked upon, okay, by others, by yourself, as someone who's, okay, this person knows what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. And spirit is like, you're ready now. You're ready for this. You're ready for this up level. You're ready for more responsibility in your life, in your career, in your work, in your relationship. Okay. You're ready to take on bigger projects, bigger responsibilities, bigger things. Okay. Because they're going to be, your reflection is now so beautiful. Okay. Your reflection is now more purely you. Okay. You are just, you're different. You're shining at a more pure level. It's like we've removed so much of the crap that was there, of the grime, right? That was part of that was on our soul, that was on our karmic aura. Okay, I think I've said that before, but it just come up again. It's like we're removing the muck, the mud, and that's what you've been in, the burning of the past, burning of the conditionings and all of that stuff, the heavy stuff that we carry, right? We've burned that away, and so now we're like a more pure version of us, of our soul, and our work is being purely more reflected in that. Okay, our relationship's able to be easier. We can show up in a more honest, true, pure way where it's not, there's less arguments, or there's less like distortion, there's less projection. Okay. We've kind of mastered the mind to a level in which, okay, you're ready now for this next thing because you're not distorting it anymore. You're not sabotaging so much anymore. You can handle and hold on to bigger things. Okay, you're ready. You're ready for a very happy, lighter new beginning. Okay, where you feel at a higher level, you're resonating at a higher level, and therefore we're leveling you up to that higher level where it's going to feel lighter, happier. You feel more connected. Life feels like it's finally in balance, and I'm out of the darkest parts of it, and I'm out of the, having to, be so determined and fight. Right? Where now it's like I can just enjoy. I can be, lighthearted. I feel just way more guided, and there's way less of the muck that I have to like navigate through. Now that's all been cleared out, and so now it's just pure message. Now it's pure channel. Now it's pure guidance, and I can see clearly. The water is very clear. The way forward is super clear. I'm finally out of the shit. I'm into the light. I'm into the lightness. Okay, and it feels good. It feels lighter. It feels like more childlike, like I can let go a little more, and I can be led, and I don't have to have, all of the answers going forward, because my trust is at a deeper level. Okay, so I'm trusting my heart. I'm following my heart. I'm following my happiness. I'm following my guidance, right? And it's like the way forward is just, it's lighter. It feels good. It feels easier. Okay, things are starting to roll easier. I'm starting to be seen easier. My work is starting to be appreciated more. Okay. I'm making, you know, easier money. My stability is stacking up, okay, with this power that you're receiving with this level up, this bigger responsibility. You're able to actually build a more solid foundation, which that's what you've been doing, okay? You've really been doing that energetically, and so now you're able to stack in the physical. So now the physical world is going to feel a lot more easier, where you can save, you can stack, okay, which will help your power, help your confidence, okay. Let's go. Look at that completion. Yeah, you're completing a whole era of your life. It's like you're really coming to the end. And I feel like this is you kind of mourning maybe yourself, like who you've been, a past version of yourself. And that just reminds me of, I just heard this, like people who are women specifically, who are going into motherhood, they kind of have to mourn who they've been, their single life, right? The life without a child. And it's not saying that the child is a negative thing by any means at all, right? It's just meaning that it's a complete shift and change of your life, where you can't go back. Once you have a child, you cannot go back to not having a child. And your whole life and who you are is changed. You're going into a new phase of who you are, of this thing, of this cycle, of your soul, okay? And so, and you do have to mourn yourself in your old life, okay? But it's okay, because that means it's not saying that you're sad this new level is coming up. It's just saying, like, look, I know this is a big shift and change in life, right? And who I am and who I'm going to be. And so I'm saying goodbye to the old self, to the old life, and to all that entails, into who that entails, right? I'm saying goodbye to maybe my singlehood, and you know, it was great while it lasted, but I'm so excited and I'm so ready for this next level, right? And there is this bittersweetness to up leveling into success, because you do receive more responsibility. Okay, there are certain things, even something like, let's say you go from an apartment to a house, it's like there's more responsibilities to that, right? You have to learn how to, you know, fix things around the house, because you don't have a landlord to do those things, right? You have to maybe pay more bills. There's more responsibilities. Even, you know, going from being in school to being in the workplace. Okay, there's things where now it's like you're gonna maybe you're going to maybe work and live in the city, and you're going to have more responsibilities at this job because you're getting paid, right? You're getting paid maybe bigger amounts, and that's going to come with a bigger workload. Okay, it's like something like that, where it's like I'm saying goodbye to who I've been or to how life was, and there's this bittersweet. It's like you know, I'm so ready to move on, but I'm still like, I still have to release, right? Release this past self in life and all that came with, okay? Passion, beautiful. Completion and then passion. So we're completing something to move closer into our passion, to move deeper into our passion, into what we're truly passionate about, okay? Into our service here on earth. Wow, look at that. Number 1, portal, infinite mind, awakening consciousness. You are being awakened and you are moving into a portal, quite literally, with the Fool and the portal card. You have 0 and 1. You're completely, and with the completion, right? You're completely ending a whole era of life, of who you've been, of everything. Okay, we're moving into a completely fresh beginning, a new start. Okay, where there's going to be a lot of new things for us to learn. Okay, but this is so deeply connected with our passion, with our creativity. We have art, we have the rock star, we have all this orange, which is your sacral chakra. Okay, it's your fire, it's your passion, your creativity, your sexual juices. Okay, you are awakening into a new level of life, into a new level of self. All right, where your passion passion is going to be at the forefront. You're like, oh man, I'm loving this. This is really, beautiful for me. It's challenging in a beautiful way. I'm getting to act and I want to say protrude, like I'm action. There's a lot of action here where I'm being a lot more involved in what I love. Okay, it's like, yes, there's a lot more responsibility here, but there's a lot more excitement and passion for me to have, especially after this time of maybe stillness. It's like there's a lot of action here, a lot of movement. Okay, in a positive way. You're getting busier. Okay, it's good. Look at that. Wings of life, becoming something new. Okay, literally becoming, wow, you're literally becoming something completely different. And look at the speed. Look at the speed. Okay, it's coming at the speed of light. There is so much movement. There's going to be so much action for you to take going forward. So just try to be, I think you're very much welcoming this. I think it's very much welcomed in your life because it's exciting, passionate. You're like, I'm so ready. Like I've worked so hard for this. I've been so determined. I'm welcoming in the speed, the action. Let's go, right? It's like, let's go. This is coming in really, really quickly. And once it comes in, there's gonna be a lot of movement on your part, a lot of action needing to be taken. Okay, it's like, I'll use this, it's like, let's say you're having a child, right? Once a child's there, they're moving, and you have to like catch up with them. You have to make sure you have the energy is going to be there, right? So you're going to be busy, right? It's just a lot of busyness once this creation comes here, once this new portal step through. It's like there's going to be a lot that needs done. Okay, a lot of work in a positive way. Sensuality, feminine wisdom, and passion twice. Okay, there's something new that is very, very passionate, that you're going to be very passionate about, something you're going to love. Okay, so all of this work that you're going to need to do, it's going to be no problem. You're like, I'm ready for it. I'm so open and ready, and you have the strength, you have the power behind you, okay, from everything that you have been doing and focusing on. All right, it's like you're stepping into a completely new life, new self, right? You're becoming something new. You're coming into a different level of life and existence, and it's gonna feel good, man. It's gonna feel, I think you're gonna feel yourself to a completely new degree, and I think this power is going to feel really good to you because you deserve it. You deserve this up level. You've put in the work, and you're going to be feeling yourself big time, okay, in a good way. And there's a lot of sexual energy. So it's like, use that and feel yourself and really, put it out there and express yourself and be honest and use, it's going to be beautiful within your relationship, okay, and relationships, but it's also going to really translate beautifully into your work, okay? It's like you're ready for this. You have like a lot of like this pent up passion, okay, that you've been cultivating, you've been holding, and now it's like sex appeal like crazy, right? Let's go. I'm ready to put all of this stored sexual energy into this work, or into this passion, or into this new creation that's coming to my life. I'm just so ready to act. I'm so ready to have this, right? Beautiful. Two of Cups. Yeah, for a lot of you, this could definitely be like you becoming something new. Maybe you're becoming a partner to somebody. You're becoming like we said, you're coming into divine union with something very, very important to you, very special, something you've been wanting dearly, okay? And finally, you're going to have it. You're going to be in it and like in love. Look at the passion there, like kisses, right? It's like, I just love this. Guys, seriously? The Empress, feminine wisdom and passion. The Empress, creativity herself. Okay, feeling yourself to such a degree where this new level of your life, it's like, you're like, I'm it. I'm it, and everything that I bring to the table is it. It's a reflection of me. You are being shown off. You are being put in the spotlight. People know who you are. You have a name. Your work is just so unique, so special. You are new. You are becoming new. You are attracting things that you desire so easily, things that you want so easily. Okay, the passion, the things you do, you're the best at it. Okay, you're creating abundance and power for yourself because you yourself have become the tuning fork to everything you desire. Okay, and so you're on the fast track and just attracting in blessings, attracting in work, attracting in partnerships, beautiful friendships. Okay, abundance, money, okay, is being attracted to you. You're like this magnet. Oh my, and Queen of Wands. You have 3 queens. And then we have this feminine wisdom and passion. And the Empress. You are the epitome of the feminine, whether you're masculine or feminine, okay, doesn't matter. But this is saying, this is just harping on the fact of how powerful your manifestation powers are at this time, how deeply strong and powerful you are at pulling in what it is you want from all of this work that you've been doing on yourself. Look at you. Look how talented you are. You could literally do anything. And we have the peacock imagery twice, meaning you're going to be showing off. People are going to see you. You're not going to be able to be missed. You're fire. You're going to be hot, okay? And you are just shining on a new level. People cannot help but stare. They can't help but look. You're this new portal, you're becoming something new. You could be physically leveling up as well, where it's like you get a new maybe hairstyle or your clothes are different, and it's like I can't help but see you, right? You're shining. You're standing out. Your work stands out. Who you are stands out. You're having a glow up, okay, where it's like, who are they? And maybe that's like, you get this new position, right? You're stacking your money, whatever it is. You're like, now I can buy myself nicer things. I can treat myself nicer, right? Because emotionally, you've been doing all of that foundational work. And so now it's being reflected in your outer work. So you're gaining more income, more abundance, and now you can spend more on nicer things for yourself. And it's helping everything, right? Everything is up leveling. Everything is becoming luxurious, beautiful. Your life, everything is getting touched by this essence, by this luxury, by this passion. Okay, and you're just so attractive, and everything about you, everything you do is like, it's the best, okay? It's the coolest, it's the hippest, everyone wants a piece. All right? It's awesome. Yeah, 5 of Pentacles. See you later, bud. Later. Okay. Hold on here. The Magician. And we got Justice. I love that Justice came out after these. It's like you have tuned your energy out of the 5 of Pentacles and into limitless abundance. Okay, and so this is here to say you have balanced your karmic scales. And so because you have balanced your karmic scales, because you have become the master, you have used the tools around you to pull yourself out of lack, okay, out of limitation. And you have done that. And so they're like, congratulations. Now you get to enter this new portal where you have everything you need, but where you are a divine magnet because you have literally done that from the inside out. Okay. You have used your tools, whatever you have around you, to alchemize pain, lack, suffering into abundance, into attractiveness, into love, into beauty, into passion. Okay, you have literally done that, and so now you're entering this new portal, completing a whole level. Who you have been is dead, is done. It's done. Okay. and this new life, you are the center stage. You are the shit, and you know it. Okay, we're no longer ever, this mindset, this life is done. Okay, and now we are the center of our universe. We are shining. Everything we do is touched, is it's fire. Okay. Yeah, karma is here to say you're done now. You're balanced. You're entering a new portal of life. The vow. You have made a vow to yourself and the river. The vow, the river. We see the horse being reflected in this image here, and to me it looks like a globe. It looks like travel. It looks like movement. It's like we're experiencing a different level of life, of experience, and we're moving quickly into that. We've made a vow to ourselves, to God, and God has made a vow to us. Like if we did this work, if we could clear it, now it's like we're making good on our promises, right? I've made a vow to myself to become the best version of myself, to get myself out of this place. Okay, and now that vow is here to say, look, we're making good on it. You have really kept your promise, and now we are moving you. You are gaining a more pure reflection of who you are now at this moment. Okay, which is completely different than who you have been. And so we're dying off that version and we're becoming something new, something different. And maybe that means moving into a new place, moving into a new space, because it's where we've been is not a clear reflection of who we are today. Okay, the vow, becoming, a committed into this new version of ourselves. Maybe that's within a job contract. Maybe that's, within a marriage. Okay. And that's being a better reflection of who we are now today and all the work that we've put in. We got ourselves through the toughest parts of this marriage or of this coupling. And now we're coming into a much easier time. Okay. Where we're living a much easier life, a much more beautiful life. Or I made a vow to me and my child that I would pull us out of this, space of lack and of suffering and into, a more comfortable place of being. And you really have done that. And so it's like God is here to say, I'm blessing this. I'm blessing you. Okay. And we're moving into a more beautiful space. I really want to read the river. These two together, I can't help. Look, it doesn't have to be religious. You don't have to be religious at all. But this is like, it's reminding me of like a baptism. It's like cleansing the past and almost it's like being born again, born new. Okay, where it's a fresh slate, a fresh new beginning. Like you are literally becoming something new from who you've been in a beautiful, beautiful way. Okay, we are going to find the river here. I'm going to go to 3 X's. And then, I might have gone past it. Nope. 3 X's. And oh, we're only at 2, that's why. Oh, there we are. Thank you, Spirit. The stream, the flow, the current. There are so many rituals of change and rebirth take place in the river. Exactly, like a baptism, right? It is forgiveness embodied in physical form. Without asking anything in return, the river washes away what is no longer necessary, smoothing over sharp edges and accepting all our mistakes and grievances. Once we step in, we are no longer in control. The river carries us further down the stream of transformation than we plan to go. Its waters have a special gift for reflecting back to us a new and dreamlike vision. Once the tears have passed, we see ourselves as we haven't been before, with a little more lightness, grace, and fluidity. Keep in mind the stands within the river is the real you, full of deep emotion and potential. Nothing to hide, nothing to judge. May you drink in the sight of your true self. Exactly. That's exactly what we were seeing. Okay. This is now going to be a reflection of your true self, of who you are now in this moment, this new life, this life that you're stepping into, this new chapter. Okay. This is a promise you kept to yourself. This is a promise that God kept to you. Okay. That is now being fulfilled. Grieve. It's okay. It's okay to let it go. But now it's time to step in. The elephant, the panther, so much fire, and the raccoon. Okay, again, talking about creativity, wisdom, okay, fierceness, passion. All right, we have 2 fire and an earth. So we have our passions, our fire, okay, our strength, the things that we have not given up upon. We have not given up upon ourselves, on our passions, no matter what anyone else had to say about it, no matter what our circumstances had to say, tried to keep us in. Okay, we are beginning, the mask is coming off, the old self is now becoming new. We are stepping into our pure vision of who we are and of our creativity and of our passion, whatever that looks like. Okay, using our wisdom, using our diligence. Okay, look, this horn, this elephant has only 1 horn. One's been broken off, but that it just shows the amount of things that you've had to go through to get to this point. Okay, fierceness. All right, letting out that fierceness. Look at that, the tower. Okay, we're just gonna get the cards out here. Page of Cups. King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, and 8 of Wands. Yeah. There's an old life crumbling, an old you crumbling. Okay, and in return, we are starting something much more heart-centered, something we're going to love, someone we're going to love, a being we're going to love. Okay, but there's a new love here. There's a new life here that we're beginning that is now bringing us into a committed, stable, powerful, and abundant, okay, self and us. And I love how this is the only king we got. We got all the queens, and then this is the king. Okay, this is us fully stepping into our true self, our highest level, okay, where it's our mastery, okay, it's the vow that we promised ourselves, that God has promised to us, the reality that we knew was there for us to step into, okay, the abundant future that we knew we could accomplish and have. And this is us having this, finally, this experience, okay, this beginning in this thing, and having a lot of progress, finally, the energy moving, us being able to take the opportunity, not just talk about it, but take it, okay, take action upon it. It's going to expose itself or bring itself to our attention, or we're finally going to say, like, okay, the energy's there, it's right, I'm leaving, I'm going, or I'm taking this opportunity, and then just see how fast the progress moves forward. It's going to be crazy. All right, so that was your reading today, Pile 1. I hope you enjoyed it, and please enjoy this next chapter. It looks beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Like, there's so much here. There's so much for you to enjoy and love, and yeah, it's going to be amazing. So congratulations, Pile 1. Thank you for being here today with me. Please let me know in the comments if this resonated. Also, let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you have not already. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you can book a personal reading, or you can book a energy healing with me down in the description box. All right. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading, Pile 1. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. This is the next chapter of your life. All right, what it's going to look like and entail. If you chose the 7 of Pentacles and this tiger's eye. here if it'll, there we go. Okay. So Spirit did an interesting thing today. They picked out quite a few cards for you. So we have like a starter message that we'll see what's here. Put those out for you, and then I have all of your decks that Spirit has picked out for you just beside me here. I will then shuffle those and we'll begin. Okay, so 7 of Pentacles. The Moon with past lives. We have receptivity. This is the Queen of Cups. We have awareness, which is the Chariot. We have the King of Wands, the Creator. And we have the King of Cups with healing. Okay. So I'm just going to center these a little more. Wow. So Spirit's been saying this last chapter of your life has taken such a long time because we've been clearing lifetimes upon lifetimes of karma, okay, and of generational karma. So during this time of all these moon phases, and we have the moon here, you've been in a time of sitting with your cycle, sitting with the karma, sitting with the subconscious and all that it contained, all of the karmic, the family karma. You are the clearer of your family karma, of your generational karma. Okay, and I really feel like it's just taken so long because you've cleared all of your past. All right, which is huge. Okay, it's huge. And look, you're ready to pop. You're ready now for this next phase. You've been in deep healing, and you've been learning how to balance the masculine and feminine aspects within you. Okay, the emotional, you've been clearing the waters of the past, the emotional baggage of, you know, generations before you, of ancestral karma. Okay, and I feel like you're finally coming into balance. You finally come into balance. You finally come into healing. And look, it's time now to go, because it's time to go because you're new. All right, you've reached a new level of enlightenment, of an enlightened state, and so you're different now. You're new, and you're moving in that newness. Okay, in this mastery, you have realized self as the creator. And going forward, you get to create from a blank slate. You get to create from this place of being healed. No longer, you know, creating from projection of the past or creating from the fears of the family cycle or your own karmic cycles, whatever those may have been. You're not repeating the karmic, I want to say, like curses of the past. So you're not repeating anything that your parents did, that their parents did. You're making your own life. You're creating from ground zero, right? So this is you, and maybe you and someone else, okay? Realizing your own power, having cleared out the past, and now you're ready to step through as someone, something completely different, as a true creator of your own life, okay? Yeah, a complete fresh slate. You are creating yourself. Maybe you're creating a family. You didn't want to pass down, you know, the karmic cycles of your, you know, family. You don't want to repeat the mistakes of those that came before you. It's like you really wanted to do it right in the whatever way you believe is right, right? And so you had to be patient. You had to be put into this state in which this cleansing could occur because you wanted it to be right. You wanted to create your own version of life, of creation, of whatever this is and all it entails. Okay, and so we had to clear it all, and that takes a long time. but I think you're finally ready. Well, I know you're finally ready because this is the next phase, right? So the next phase of your life is you truly stepping through a portal. You're different now. Your values are different. You're someone who is disconnected from your past, disconnected from the past of those who came before you, and the mistakes, or not mistakes, right? There's no mistakes, but from whatever they did, or things they fell under, lessons or patterns that they were stuck in. You have completely cleared that for yourself and for the generations coming forward. Okay, so congratulations on that. That's huge. That's massive. And I really believe your life going forward is just going to be, it's going to be beautiful because it's going to be pure. It's going to be purely you, right? And it's now going to come from this place of just like pure creation and yeah. Wow. First card that just flopped right up. 6 of Wands with victory. You're having victory. Victory. Look at that finish line. Look at the bottles popping, okay? It's like you did it, okay? You really did it, pile 2. And I want to cry right now. You have finished. Oh my God. You have done it for so many. You've really done it for so many. This is like, it's not just you winning. It's everyone coming after you is winning, and before you is winning, because you're the one to clear something so big, okay, that has maybe plagued many before you. Okay, you are having victory. You are having success. Congratulations. Okay, congratulations. You've really overcome so much and have cleared so much. And with grace. You've done it with grace, and you're getting a huge congratulations right now, because you sat through so much, you cleared so much, okay, you have healed so much, and you didn't turn your heart off, you didn't close it, you kept it open, you kept receiving. You're like, heal this, heal me, I'm going in again, right? There's more here. Okay, I'm still here, then there's more to look at. There's more to do. There's more to accept. There's more to forgive. There's more to love. And you've really done that with such beauty and grace and style and elegance and determination and strength and courage. Okay, and you fought, and now you're finished. Wow. Okay, are we getting more here? Yeah. All right, more. Yeah, definitely not. This is not an easy feat. And I don't know, everyone's motivations are going to be different. But I hope it is, I hope you did it for you, and I'm sure you did. I don't know if you would have been able to get this far. I mean, it's for you, but I also feel like it's 4 generations before you. I mean, we have this pregnant woman here. We do have a couple here. For a lot of you, it could be like, I don't want to repeat the cycles of my parents or of those who came before me, and I want to do it right for them, for my child, for myself, if I ever do have kids or invite kids into my world. Yeah, I just feel like, wow. And maybe it's not kids. Maybe you're just like, maybe you're within what you do, you're going to influence people in some way or another, right? So you're like, I don't want to have a distorted view. I really want, I want to be connected with the divine. I want to have a clear channel, a clear perception of life. I really want to work from a pure place, a place where I'm not furthering harm, right? I'm not accidentally or unaware, unawaringly, is that a word? That's not a word, but you know what I'm saying, like being unaware of the things that I say or do. Maybe it's just in your partnership, right? I don't want to hurt them unawaringly. That's not a word, but I'm making it a word, okay? I want to do it right. I don't want to repeat the mistakes of the past, or I don't want to have unhealthy relationships with people. You know, I really want to, or I just want to have a life where it feels good, where maybe I'm not killing myself to work a job I don't like. Like, I really want to clear those things so that I can be aligned with my purpose, with my high self, with the universe, with God and truth, right? And I can live comfortably and I can live in peace, okay? Or I can accomplish something great feats, right? Or maybe levels of success that have never been seen within my family, right? I want to maybe win at something. I want to be victorious. I want to be successful, okay? Yeah. This is a deck that I created called the Matchbox Tarot. It is for sale down in the description box if you are interested. Okay. The shipping is included in that price. All right. All right, last deck here. Ooh. Okay, we're not taking these, we're taking this one? Yes. All right. Okay, you know what, we'll take the oyster. Yeah, it's like you're now being uncovered. There's a gem, there's a pearl that's been created with all of this suffering, with all of this clearing, with all of this irritation, with all of this patience, which is very irritating, right? Having to be this patient, having to clear this much stuff, okay? Having to be in suspension, cycles over cycles over cycles of clearing and clearing and clearing, has created a pearl for you, okay? Has created a true gift that now you're ready, a creation, a life, maybe a baby for some. It's something big. It's a next level of life. It's doing it right, okay? Creating the most beautiful pearl and not accepting less, and taking the sacrifice of the physical, of maybe money, of maybe comforts, of, being able to begin a family or begin your career or have success, right? You could have had it faster if you had just been like, I'm not going to do the work, I'm just going to go for it, right? If you had bypassed it, you may have had success, yes, but you wouldn't have had it to this degree, and you wouldn't have had the peace, and it wouldn't have been your purpose, Okay, and so you made the sacrifices that you knew you had to do in order to clear all of it. Mine, theirs, all of it. For me and for those coming after me. Okay, so that I want to do this right, in the right way. I have to lay the foundations for the right way. And you're finally getting the gift, the pearl, the victory. Whew, man, pile number 2. Look at that, the Aeon. Oh my gosh, judgment, okay? Look, in the reflection, she's becoming new. She's becoming someone different. She's having an awakening. You're having an awakening. Look at the imagery on the shirt. It's the snake eating its own tail. We're coming into a new cycle. Okay, you are up leveling into a new self, into a new you, okay, into a new life. You are awakening to your real, true, honest purpose without all of the past. And I'm not even talking about your past, but although I am, but the past of all of those who came before you, okay, that could have made this less pure. It's just going to be so pure. It's going to be so connected with God and God's will, okay, going forward, and God's highest path for you, and your highest path, what you came here on earth to be doing, to be fulfilling, okay, the life that you were here to have, to achieve, to hold, okay, you are truly stepping into that. You are truly winning. You are truly having a true victory, okay, of self, of life, all right, and you're stepping into it. Whew. Yeah, baby. 9 of Pentacles, okay? You're going to have great success, great comfort, great luxury, great freedom, financial freedom, okay? All of this sacrifice was not for nothing. You're going to be way more successful in your life and victorious in your life, free in your life. Where before you could get any old job and be successful, but you can't be financially free is like, you have to work a lot less to get a lot more. And that's what you're doing, okay? You're going to live a very comfortable life. You're entering a chapter of your life that is extremely luxurious, extremely comfortable, okay? Where you feel like you can actually relax and enjoy things, but also, stack that cash, okay? 9 of Swords. Look at that. 2 of Pentacles with the 9 of Swords. We are trading the worry, the cruelty, the past. Okay, and we are switching because we have put in the work, the discipline to make ourselves better, to make our lives better, to make our lives a more healthier place. Okay, we are healthier. And so now we're being switched from cruelty, right? The 9 to the 9. The worry, the anxiety, the lost dreams, the broken dreams of the past into fulfilled dreams, fulfilled wishes, okay, freedom, where we're comforted, where we're feeling good, where we can take care of ourselves, okay, because we have put in the discipline and the work. And love that. 2 of Wands, okay, look. 2, 9, 9, 2. We got 2 9s, 2 2s. We are expanding beyond worry, beyond the tricks of the mind, okay? Beyond, like where is it going to come from? How am I going to get there? How is this going to happen for me? And we're switching into the knowing, into living in the reality of our wish, of our dream, of our successes, of our accomplishments. Okay, we are expanding. We are having dominion over our lives, over our experience, over what it is that we do want and pull in. Okay, we are truly stepping into the creator instead of being a victim of life. We are the creators of our experience. Okay, we are truly having victory over the past, over what's happened to us, over what's happened to those who came before us. Okay, we have healed that using our work, using our discipline. And now we are in the driver position of what we experience, of what we hold, of what we have. 3 of Wands. the Emperor. I kind of want to like have this as its own message. Again, with the creator, with the Emperor, he is Mars. He is the creator, okay? And with the Three of Wands, we are stepping into the creator position. We are finally having the experience, not just talking about it, not just deciding about it, but we're stepping into the action and taking action and getting the opportunity to move forward in a new direction where we are the leaders, where we're stepping into the leadership role, where we are stepping into the creator role of our own lives, taking action, taking the power back. Okay, and saying, what is it that I want to create of my life? What is it that I want to have in my life? Who do I want to have in my life? What do I want my life to look like? Okay, and you are truly the master of your dominion. You are the master of your world, of your business. Maybe, you know, creating a business, finally having success and victory in your business, growing in your business. Okay. This is you stepping in and being like, this is me, this is what I do, okay, and being that very confident leader of yourself, of your life, and yeah, not having any fear, having complete confidence and knowing where you're headed, knowing where you're going, knowing where you want to take this, but knowing that it's a fresh slate and that it really is up to you, that you have many more choices now, but you have the wisdom behind it to make the right choices. Okay, you can trust yourself to make the right choices going forward, to accept the right things, to say no when you mean no, to say no to things that don't feel right for you. Okay, but having the power behind you to say, I'm not going to just say yes to any old thing, or I'm not just going to let any old things slip by. Okay, like having that, like he's holding a gun, right? Like I'm not going to let anyone stand in my way, and not in a cruel way. I don't mean that, but it's just like I'm determined here. I'm going to make this happen for myself, right? And I'm not going to let anyone tell me no, or tell me I can't do it. I'm doing it, right? I'm doing it, and that's it. Page of Pentacles. Page of Swords. A lot of new beginnings, new experiences. We're getting ready to take the sword. We're getting ready to put in the work in a new way, to start this new cycle, okay? To become, it's like we're learning about ourselves in a new way. We're learning how we're going to do this, our skill set. It's like there's a lot for us to learn in this new cycle in great ways, because it's adding to our mastery, it's adding to our leadership, right? It's like we're so ready to take this on. We're so ready to pick up the sword, pick up the tool, to start this thing, to start this project, to start this new way of life, this new aspect of life, this new phase of our lives, and prove to ourselves that we can do it, prove to ourselves that we can stand in our power, that yes, there's a lot for us to learn going forward because it's new, right? But it's like we're so ready. We're so ready for it. It's like it's completely something I've maybe never experienced before, but I'm there, and I'm ready, and I'm excited, and I'm just ready, right? I'm so ready. I've been preparing such a long time for this, and I just want to swing my hammer. I want to swing my sword. I want to get into it and get going. The High Priestess. King of Cups. Again, you have it twice. Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's with these two together, they're super powerful. It's a powerful healer. Okay, powerful spiritual connection. This is deepening you into your spiritual growth, into your enlightenment, and taking you into the next level of spirituality, which is a beautiful representation here with the Eight of Swords. It's like the yogi will put himself on a mountain in a cave, that is it's a limitation for a good reason. Like fasting is a limitation, right? Of the but it's a self-imposed limitation for spiritual growth, for gain. Okay, but the trick of it all is that it is good for some reason, and that's what you've been in. It's like you've been in this suspension, in this limitation, to grow spiritually, to cleanse, to heal yourself from yourself, from the past, from the things that you have accumulated, right? To deepen yourself into your own intuition, to your own trust. Okay, so that you would be the most solid rock emotionally going forward, so that you can handle this next chapter. Okay, so that you can be this really solid leader, right? So you're not getting rocked with every emotion or every challenge that comes your way. It's like you're solid, right? But there comes a time where this limitation is a limitation, and we're growing beyond it, and we have to come down off the mountain. We have to come down out of the cave, and we have to enter society again. We have to enter a new phase of this, right? It's like we are ready now to re-enter back into society. It's like we don't end. It's like enlightenment is very easy in the cave because we're not experiencing other people and challenges and all these things. It can become a comfort zone. And so now we're being asked to enter into a new space, into a new phase where we are going to be challenged in new ways, but it's going to deepen us spiritually, deepen us into ourselves, and see, just how much that we have learned, but also it's going to grow us in new and beautiful ways, which is what we want, right? It's like we've reached one level of experience, and now it's time to enter into a new space for our soul's growth, for our enlightenment, to deepen into our and expand our awareness, to expand our life and in who we are, and all the beauty that life holds. It's like we don't just stop at one level. Okay, so we have the Judge, the Orphan, and the Hunter. So everything you've gone through, you might even be leaving behind a lot of people here with the past. Maybe you're leaving behind a lot of cruelty, and maybe in this new phase you're going to feel like an orphan. You're going to feel maybe like you're leaving a lot of people behind. But I think this is a positive thing. You may have felt like very alone, very much an outsider in your life, for a lot of your life. Okay, but this has made you very, very spiritually minded. And this is also, I think it's made you see all types of life, of people. It's made you a very good judge of character, judge of yourself. And this is basically saying you have to be very careful going forward with, knowing when to, like, how to judge things, and not to judge things harshly, and not to be a harsh judge, but a very compassionate one. But also, the Judge always reminds me of a parent. Okay, it's just an easy example, but you could put this towards anything: a boss, a leader. Okay, you have to know when to say no, when to stop an action because it could harm the person, or it could harm the larger idea. Right? You have to learn to say no, right? With the gun, it's like you have to have the firm, and not an actual gun probably, but it's like you have to know when to be firm, right? When to judge something as, oh, I don't have to be so harsh here. Like maybe someone just made a mistake, and I have to be forgiving and compassionate in this moment, and it's just a mistake and we can get over it, right? I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher of compassion and things like that, but I also have to be a stern parent at times, or I have to be a very, forgiving and compassionate, and it's okay, don't worry about it. Or I have to say, no, like, this is a line, this is a boundary, this cannot be done. Okay. And this all these cards together really, really put together a vision of a very powerful leader, okay, of someone who you may be stepping into a divine leader role, into a larger aspect of life, in that sense, where that could be within a job, a business, a family unit. It's going to be different for everybody, but there is a goal here with the hunter. There is a very focused mission that you're entering a space of light, but of a lot of focus. Okay. And so, and it also makes me think of, it might feel lonely at times. It might feel like because I think you're on the cutting edge, because you have cleared so much karma of the past, and maybe that means physically leaving somewhere behind. You might feel alone, especially the leaders at the top. They always say it's loneliest at the top, right? So you have to really, I think, know that you are at the leading edge of something, but you are never truly alone. I think you will have a few people who are close with you, okay, but you may feel like an orphan at times. You may feel like you don't have a lot of family, because especially if it's come from a place of harshness, okay, you may have to detach from their past, people of the past, okay, and move forward into an unknown. But it's like, but you do have a very clear-cut vision of where you want to go, and it will become clear. Okay, and there is a lot of movement forward here. The Magician. Knight of Wands, yeah. That, the Nine of Cups. Knight of Cups. The Devil. And the Six of Wands again. Yeah, you're all the things that you have been manifesting. You're literally starting a new time in your life where you are a true manifester of what you experience and what you're doing going forward. And so you're physically moving and taking action into a dream of yours, into a wish, okay? And you are completely fulfilling that wish for yourself. Maybe you and someone else, okay? Definitely see a couple here for a lot of you, but you guys are in the driver's seat, or you are in the driver's seat of how this dream comes about, of how it looks. You literally have a fresh slate here, okay? And you might be delivering yourself, maybe others, from their lower aspects, from control or from limited ideas, addictions, okay? It's like there is love here that is overcoming the darkness, okay? We are overcoming what so many have not been able to, and maybe helping others overcome their own. Having victory, having success, recognition, maybe for the work that you do, for helping people overcome their own demons, devils, attachments, addictions, anything that has a false sense of control over the mind, over the heart, whatever it is. You are having victory, or you being known for delivering others into their own maybe success or their own wish here. Yeah, Berkano. A lot of you, this is fertility, okay? This is you giving birth to something in your life, creating something. A lot of you might be physical birth. For others of you, this is receiving a huge abundance, okay? A huge abundance of wealth, of success, of happiness and joy, and just feeling very accomplished, feeling like you've created something really beautiful of your life, a wish that you are creating. Okay, and I really feel like you are helping others with this wish. It's going to affect others, whether that's like, you know, your own family going forward. You're going to create a community. You're going to lead in some way, but people are going to know you for something. You're going to have victory and success and recognition for the work that you do or for what you've overcome. Okay, what you've been able to overcome in your life. Look at that, Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Look at you rising into the sun. You are about to step up in a big way into your purpose, into why you came here. Okay? You are a leader. You are a sun. You are a way shower that others are meant to follow you. You have the possibility going forward for ultimate union within the divine. Okay? For realizing self in that way. Exactly. Unmarked trail, revelation. You are walking an unmarked trail. You are walking something that no one else has been able to do or accomplish, or that you know of, or I know of by, you know, that's what I meant by a way shower. You are at the forefront of existence, right? So that's why it's going to feel very lonely, because you don't have a lot, you have no one else who's done it. Okay, you've no one else has a reference. Like maybe you're the only one to go into college in your family, and no one can give you advice, right? It's something. It's like you are at the steps, the forefront, where no one else has been able to cross this threshold. Okay, and yeah, it's like it's just. I'm gonna read these out of the book for you, so you get a deeper idea. All right, Skybridge, possibility for union, what needs to be connected or disconnected. You stand before a seemingly unbreachable abyss, and there is no possibility of retreat. The path behind you is no longer a viable option. You have to act soon, though, or you run the risk of being stuck at the edge of the cliff. Life has brought you to this moment to offer you as yet undreamt of possibilities, but you must no longer postpone what you know to be inevitable. And yes, you are allowed a breath or two before the leap, so take a bit of time to yourself. Get away for a day or two of contemplation, or even just for a few minutes to walk, clear your head. Muster your courage so that you may cross the sky bridge. Sky bridge appears when the moment is absolutely right for the quantum leap. Awesome. Life believes you are ready, even if you do not agree. Remember not to confuse your true state of readiness with your plans and preparation. Respond with a determined yes, and let the universe take care of the details. You need only hold on to your positive affirmation, and the way will become obvious as you take flight and clear the abyss. Amazing. You are clearing the abyss. You're taking flight in a new, unknown way. All right. An unprecedented experience. Discovery, revelation. Wow, I love these two cards. They're so beautiful together. You are called now to embark on a sacred journey. The Arthurian knights, in their quest for the Holy Grail, had to make sure to take an unmarked trail that no one had ever followed, or they would not accomplish their goal. Likewise, you must enter the darkest forest of your soul via a route as yet unidentified, to find what you seek. The manicured paths will bring you only temporary pleasure and later great pain. Remember, that's what we talked about. It's like you could have taken a very usual path to success, but you chose the unmarked path. You chose to do it right. And so that's your energy signature. That's how you do it, because you're a leader, you're a way shower. And so going forward is going to be no different than that. Going forward, it's completely new to anyone, right? So you have to be very diligent. You have to be very concentrated, very centered, very present, because you are taking a path very unknown, okay, to anyone. And so you are going to be a great leader in that way, but it's going to bring a lot of unknowns to you. Okay, and later pain. Stop it. You already know there is no reward at the end of the road you are following. You are only killing time. Pause, breathe, and commit in your heart to a sacred endeavor. Vow to not look for old solutions that may have worked with past challenges. Get out of character. Try the outrageous and keep your quest private. Now is not the time to speak of the voice that called you to embark on the unmarked trail. That time will come. The unmarked trail can be a sign that you have already made a choice, even if you do not want to acknowledge it. Be at peace with what your heart knows to be true. Your heart has already been made up, and your mind will follow. Pack lightly, taking with you only essential beliefs that you know to be trustworthy under all circumstances. The universe has your back. Wow. Wow, pile number 2. You are headed into a very exciting, sacred journey, an unknown journey to, I think, almost anyone, which is super cool. And you guys are you're trusted with this. The universe has your back. You are being given a great responsibility going forward. You are a master, a leader, a way shower. Okay, and you can do this, and this is leading you to your ultimate dream, purpose, higher self, deepening of your enlightenment, expanding of your awareness. Okay, so this is beautiful. You have a lot to uncover, and I think there's an air of mystery here for good reason, because it's like it's unknown, right? So it's unknown to you, it's unknown to me, it's unknown. So I can't pick it up here. You're entering an unknown space, and in a very exciting and beautiful and sacred way. So just go with it. Know that you are having a great victory here, and that it's going to lead to a lot of abundance, a lot of fertility, a lot of growth and expansion in your life. Okay. So yeah, good for you. A dream is you are stepping into an unknown dream to many, and it might look very different than what you even thought, what many people think of success, in a beautiful way. And yeah, so just be with it and go with it and trust. All right, pile number 2. That was your reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Let me know in the comments if you did, how it resonated with you. Please also let me know by giving me a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel so you never miss another reading. And if you'd like to know more about your own situation, you could book a personal reading or an energy healing with me down in the description box. All right, pile 2. I'll see you on the next one. All of my love. Peace. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. This is the next phase of your life. So let's get right into it. This is the stone that you chose. Okay, and the Knight of Cups. You guys had 2 cards that flipped over. Taking that one? Yeah. We'll take that one. Any more? All right. So you got the Knight and the Page. They came out together in your reading. And then we have this third card, the 9 of Swords. Entering the space of the heart. I heard that. Entering the heart space. Out of worry, out of overthinking, out of the mind, into the heart, into the emotional body. This might be a love offer for some, an engagement. This might be entering a relationship, or entering a space of something that is deeply attached to your heart space, and is moving you out of a time of depression for some, anxiety, worry, overthinking, maybe just a time of stillness, of rest, of it's like hibernation, and into opening of the heart, awakening the heart. All right, so now I have all of the decks that Spirit picked out for your reading just beside me here. Now I'm going to shuffle, and we will then begin your message, the deepening of your message. Okay. You've been in a space of healing, of stillness. Okay, more. And it's like now we're entering the waters, the space, the heart space, the deepening, the love, where we feel alive, we feel more connected finally, where it's like going from maybe numbness to depth. Look at the hibernation. Look, we got the bear. Exactly. More. This deck that I'm using now, I created actually. It is for sale down below. The price is include shipping. So that's, whoa, that's all in. Okay, any more? Okay. I didn't take these already, did I? Know. Did we get? No. Last deck here. All right, let us continue. All right, we got the Prince of Discs, the Page of Pentacles with the Day Trader. Balance. Everyone's annoyed. Okay. Courage with strength. No thingness is the Hierophant. I almost want to do this. I don't know why. It feels better. Politics, Seven of Swords. We have the Bear. Horse. Four of Pentacles. Hanged Man. Okay, before I continue, I just want to take a look here. I'm also going to move this. Sorry, I'm just fiddling with things here. Yeah, it's okay. Well, this is interesting. It's hard, a little hard for me to grasp, but it's like you've been having to conserve yourself, your energy. The energy's felt slow, almost stagnant still, right? Like, where is this? When is it going to happen? When is it going to come for me? And I love this because this is like the perfect vision of what balance, what patience, what the hanged man, what we all look like when we're in this process. Hating it, annoyed. When is it going to come? And they're like, well, look, things have to come into balance. You know, maybe both parties or both levels, like you and this situation have to come into balance for this to be, come in for you. For this next phase to begin, we have to come into balance, and it takes it. So we're put into suspension, into this time maybe of sleep or stillness, right? To come into balance, to learn certain things about ourselves, about life, okay, about maybe our attachments or what we're holding too tightly onto, desires, and maybe the how we want it or what it looks like. Maybe we're holding on to that too much, or the thoughts, overthinking, trying to control. Okay, so especially if you're someone who likes control, you would have been in this suspension for balance for quite a long time, which would have been super, super annoying for you. But it's funny. You did have to come to a point of nothingness, of no thingness, of complete letting go of control, letting go of how, when, who, okay, how this comes about. And I think you've done that. You've entered this space of void, of a limitless possibility of I don't know, and I'm giving up knowing. I'm giving up trying to know. I'm giving up, holding on so tightly. And so you finally come into bloom, into blossom, and this new beginning for you is now ready to come towards you. Okay, it's ready for you now to start because your heart is open. Your heart is not in attachment anymore. It's not in grasping so hard anymore. It's funny. I'm trying to get the vibe of this day trader here, because day trading's like Wall Street. We see the bull there. It's very earthly. It's like it's starting to trade. I guess it's like the I guess lowest level of the stock market. I don't know. I don't know that much about it, but it's almost like we had to go through and clear the politics of it all. The maybe our own thinking mind, our overthinking mind of how it has to look, or certain things like that. And so we were put into hibernation. Okay, we're put into hibernation, but finally we're getting the thumbs up. Finally, we're getting the yes. Finally, you have cleared maybe the masks, or the the trying to manipulate the universe or manipulate the situation or control. I just get that control, trying to control it. And it's like, I feel like you're finally in flow with it all. And they're like, good for you. You have done it. Okay. And so now it can come in. Now there's space for it to come through. Okay. And now it's like the freedom with the horse. Now the gates are open. We're coming out of hibernation, and now we're getting to run free. Now we're getting to move. Now the energy can move. Okay, because we have learned how to work the system. We have learned how to allow. Okay, how to come into balance, how to now let it move, let it flow. You've kind of mastered something here. You've learned a level of it, and so now you get to experience it. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. Wow, you have the Hierophant twice. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna let the other cards come out, and then I'm gonna speak. Strength twice. Wow. Spiritual strength. You've really come into your own. You've really learned the true Page of Pentacles twice again. You're just getting the repeat cards. Okay, so this is obviously a very clear message. And then the Ace of Swords. And we got one more here. Yeah. And the World. Beautiful. Okay, so it's like you have finally come into divine trust, divine faith in the process, and you've really come into a deeper level of your own wisdom. The masks have fallen down. You've really come to a pure place of self, of love, of the heart space. It's like you've come into the 0 point where all things are possible, where I'm open to love and I'm open to life. And that is the true wisdom. That's what the balance was here trying to bring in. You have learned how to bloom and accept yourself, accept the light, accept the dark within yourself. You've really cultivated the confidence and the courage needed and necessary. You have grown through a very tough, tight position that was difficult. You have gained so much, and now you're ready to gain in the physical. Now you're ready to start something of the physical, whether that be, your career taking off, a business starting, getting a relationship, or maybe all of the above. Okay, but there's a new beginning. This might come through, finally a yes, or a communication, or someone coming to you and talking to you, the conversation finally taking off and going somewhere. It's going to look different for everybody, but there's a new beginning, a victorious new beginning that's going to help you end a whole cycle of your life, close out a chapter, and you're stepping into your power, stepping into a new enlightened state of self, in trust, in faith, and a new enlightened state of life, a new heart-based version of life, version of yourself, where things just feel easier, like you gain easier, you get things you want easier. And it's because you've come into that divine balance, right? Through a lot of struggle, yes, but you have done it. You have let go of a lot of attachment, a lot of things that you were trying to control or hold on to. You've come into the point of limitlessness, of letting go, of trusting, of divine faith. And you've really come into the wisest version of who you are. Okay, and the lessons that were there for you to learn, you have done it. And so that is allowing you to come out of hibernation, out of stillness, into being set free, into running wild and having a victory, having a cycle close out and a new fresh beginning start, where you're going to learn a lot here. You're the page, so it's like there's now a new level of existence, a new pasture for you to experience, where it's new experiences, new relationships, new love, new things to learn and to gain and to grow. So good for you. You've really done a lot of self-improvement, self-work, self-growth. You've really had a lot of courage, a lot of determination to balance yourself, to let go to this degree, and to allow this in. And now there's room for it to come in. So beautiful. Yeah, look at that, the Magician. Mastery. You have come into your mastery. Use the tools that were around you to manifest something important to you, important to your heart. You're like, okay, I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to see how to do this, how to alchemize lead into gold, how to alchemize what I have, where I'm at, and turn it into success, turn it, bloom it, make it grow into maybe a very difficult situation, in a difficult environment where maybe people were sketchy, or there's a lot of sketchy stuff happening, or maybe I've had a lot of difficult relationships in the past, but through all that I've learned from it, and not to repeat it, but I've learned what not to do. I've learned to do the opposite. I've learned to do things differently, right? I've learned to let go. I've learned to move on. I've learned to forgive. And so now I'm creating something of great beauty in my life, of great success, worthiness, and love. Yeah, look at that. Four of Cups. It's, yeah, learning not to turn away. Learning not, hold on, I'm going to finish this. Page of Cups again. Wow, you have so many pages. New page, your new chapter, a whole new book for you guys. This is like, whew. And the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like learning not to maybe be so stubborn or to turn away from people when things get hard. Like if this is a relationship, let's say, or and this could be translated into your business as well. It's like when challenges come, which they inevitably will. Maybe things from your past, the controlling mind would have said, no, that's it. I'm walking away. That's enough, right? I've learned that there's always a third option, that there's always something else, that there's always a blessing in even difficult situations, right? And I've learned not to just run away or turn away. I've learned to open my heart. I've learned to connect in with my inner child and really open the heart space. I mean, that is a huge thing here. And learning reciprocity, that it's only going to get anywhere if we both, or in both situations, both partners or whatever this is, to the two things, put in equal amounts of effort and work and love, right? If we can keep our hearts open and not close the door, not turn away when things get challenging or hard, but instead open up more, open up the space more, see what's there, see what's deeper, right? It's like, I think you've really come into deep attunement with your inner child, listening to them, maybe not turning the door on yourself or closing the door on yourself when, you feel vulnerable, okay, you feel challenged. And so things now are going to start coming into you at a much, much more blessed level. Okay, you're going to gain a lot more than you ever have because of this switch. Okay, now things are flowing. Now they can flow to you. The efforts that you put in, you get back. And it's because you've learned to let go. You've learned not to turn away. Or because it doesn't look like what you thought, right? You end it, or you close the door, or you say, okay, I'm giving up, right? You see, you it's like your inner child has a bigger voice now, and it's like, no, there's more here. There's something for us here. There's something for us to gain out of this situation, right? Yeah, I'm getting that. It's, you've learned to like take challenges as for the lessons that they are, instead of shutting down, instead of saying no, that's it, I'm giving up because it's hard or because it seems like there's a door closed. It's not meant, challenges and obstacles are not meant to say this is not meant for you. And I think you've learned that. You've learned to say, oh no, this is an opportunity for growth. This is an opportunity for me to learn, to move forward, to expand, to gain more, to give more, right? Okay. We have Gnosis. I'm going to read this one out of the book. I haven't stumbled upon this one yet. And the Empty Room. All right, let's take a look. Gnosis, LXXV. Here. Contemplating the mystery, unanswerable questions, innermost knowing mystical truths. True knowledge is not found in facts and figures and scholarly books on library shelves. Rather, Gnosis points to the deep and timeless archetypal wisdom that rises from the felt experience of having touched the unknown with every one of the senses. Those who are drawn to Gnosis find themselves in esoteric studies, like involving mysticism, alchemy, healing, or perhaps science. Knowing is their calling. Not knowing is their job description. That's hilarious. No matter how far the alchemists take their studies, they come to the ultimate conclusion that facts slip toward mystery, and soon the mystery results in facts. This card signifies a knowing that is life-changing. Once you experience it, you are forever changed and become a guardian of gnosis. The eternal mystery is calling you. Study your passion in the deepest way available to you. Wow. You're literally, it's like you're going into an unknown space, your higher calling, your hierophant, your divine wisdom. Okay? This is what's opening the door to you now. The empty room, the void, which I kind of want to get that one as well. It's the void is calling you, the unknown. An unknown experience to you. The vortex, the abyss, the nothing, the no-thingness. The empty room haunts us all. It is the universal and all too frequent feeling of lack, of wanting, of the craving to fill ourselves with something, anything. We too often attempt to remedy the discomfort of the empty room by any means necessary, leading us to a culture of more. Ironically, the empty room is filled to the brim with potential, yet we perceive it as not enough. This card is a cry for patience, for sitting with the barren walls of not knowing, for awaiting true vision and purpose before attaching to what we should do to save our outward appearance. Be with nothingness. Be with the impatience. The empty room has immense power. Let others wonder what you are doing. If you can settle into the magic of emptiness, you will soon hear its whispers of wisdom. Wow. Beautiful. So we have that here everywhere. It's like you are entering a liminal space. You are closing a chapter of known, of attachment, of maybe certain blockages or stabilities even. But this next chapter is going to require you a lot of your courage because it might be completely unknown, and you might have to enter a space of a void, okay, where you are a very much a beginner, where there is here something taking you out of the discontentment or boredom, but it's like, but you are being invited to enter an unknown, which might be difficult for you, especially if you are someone who likes knowing. Okay, this is like a heart space, a heart opening space, and quite possibly they're asking you to enter this space of your heart, to enter the space of the unknown, of the void, of not having, okay, or what seemingly seems empty, okay, because there is a lot there for you to gain. But I really feel like this is you. It's like almost like a shamanic journey. Maybe it's going into even like a spiritual retreat, and you're afraid it's something different. It's something you've never thought you would do, or it's one that you feel like you don't have time or space for, but it's like there's something there that you are going to gain so much from something that seems like it's empty or unknowing, or a void. There's something great and powerful for you to gain about yourself, to step into your purpose, to grow, and it's going to take courage and strength to do it. But I'm interested. I want to know more information here. The Emperor, having that fearless courage, that strength to move forward. Seven of Swords again. It's like getting out of the mind. The mind's going to trick you. 10 of Cups. That's funny. The mind's tricking you. The Tower. And the Six of Swords. you have to like override your mind. You have to override what your thoughts are trying to trick you into by saying, oh, this is nothing, this is not, it's not going to work, or it's, you know, how can you accomplish your goals this way? You have no idea that whatever this is that seems maybe like, it's so weird because this is so mysterious to me. It's hard for me to grasp onto, and I hope it's resonating with you. Please let me know. But it's like, you have no idea how this thing, but it's going to bring you to your ultimate fulfillment. This is what's going to bring you emotional happiness and freedom and fulfillment. Okay, so even if, okay, let's say you have love on the first and form, like at the front of your desire, at your deepest part of your heart, you want love. And then you think you have a connection with someone in your hometown, and then you get an opportunity to go somewhere else, and you think that this opportunity would take you away from what it is you want, and you think it would just be this unknown, and how could I possibly, I already have maybe something with this person, and you just think that there's emptiness there, that it's bringing you away from what it is you want, but it's truly bringing you toward your emotional fulfillment, your happiness, your true love. Okay, there's something here. We have a bird with a message. We have the Six of Swords. There's a tower moment, a big sudden change, a foundational shift, okay, that is leading you toward a better life, a more fulfilling situation, a more fulfilling relationship, a deepening of your spiritual fulfillment, of your enlightenment, of a happy relationship for some, a very connected, over the top happy, okay, a very happy life, fulfilling life. And it's like you have to enter the unknown. You have to use your courage to override the overthinking thoughts, the trickery of the mind, and you have to follow your heart. You have to follow the callings of your heart, of this unknown void space, and allow things to change, allow things to crumble, possibly, for an old life, an old self to fall apart, maybe to just like a huge change, to move toward a more peaceful, heart-centered experience, relationship, career, okay, where things are more reciprocated, where things are more abundant and fair, and yeah, where we can begin in a real way, where we can really, where we can learn and grow and expand. Okay, you guys have the Manaz rune. And you have mindful, groupthink. Mind is full. Overthinking. And we have Moon Maiden, new beginnings. I'm going to, 40 and 41, look, in succession. So I'm going to read these out of the book for you. I'm also going to read, Spirit's calling me to read the Manaz for you as well. The keenly intelligent meerkat finds joy in family and kin. Each individual contributes their own strengths to the betterment and success of the clan and society. Lessons learned by one generation are then passed down to those that follow, continuing to strengthen and protect the clan. As much as Manaz speaks of the joy of clan and kinship, this rune represents the rational mind and intelligence rather than emotion and instinct. When you're presented with this rune, it is time to leave emotions behind and return to the rational. It references the seat of the divine intelligence in the human soul and our united collective potential. This is a time for the mind, memory, and learning. Interesting. And then we have groupthink, mindful. Okay, let's read that. I see. I'm sorry, I might have... It's almost saying, instead of your mind tricking you, it's almost using your mind in the correct way of like, okay, Oh, this is so, sorry. This one's like a little bit tough for me to grasp. It's almost like if you went just on your emotions, you almost wouldn't act because of attachment, possibly attachment to people or the past. And it's like your thoughts have to go into a more clear, direct way. Sorry, one sec. Okay. Keeping a clear mind, hurtful thoughts, groupthink. Exactly. So it's like maybe there's thoughts of other people that are affecting you, but it's the overthinking where your thoughts have to get to a clear space. Instead of overthinking, we have to use the mind in a more correct way, in a more clear way, in a more peaceful way, moving forward, to move us into, to allow us to step into this. Because it's like we are being guided to step into the heart and out of the overthinking mind. Okay. The human mind can be so many things: a prison, a latrine, a circus, a temple, a cave. It can be a place of restriction or a place of never ending expansion. Right now, be careful of where you wander in your mind. The quality of your thoughts is key as you're in a fertile time for full manifestation. You want to ensure that the seeds you plant will sprout and flourish into the life you seek to grow. Being mindful not to scatter weeds. Exactly. It's easy to be influenced by others right now, too, especially in our digital age. It's hard to protect yourself from the energy and the sheer amount of information bombarding you 24/7. If you allow all the fear and uncertainty to pollute your mind and emotions, you will fill yourself up with this negativity and then see more of it in the outer world. Stay out of the gossip and other forms of groupthink, for when you cut another person down to their level due to their perceived mistakes or limit them by your envy, you would activate lack for yourself. So fill yourself with thoughts of plenty. Imagine your universe unfettered by scarcity and alive with abundant hope and goodness. Be mindful of what your mind is full of and keep the faith. Good brings more good. Love, more love. Gratitude, more things to be grateful for. Beautiful. It's exactly it. We have to just be careful of what we fill our minds with, because you are entering a new space, a new beginning where there is a full manifestation. You are in a void, right, where there's pure potential here to be created. And so you want to be careful with what you create, okay, within the mind. And you want to step more into the heart space, into your inner child, into the wonder, right? The wonder of creation, the wonder of what we want, and not with the things we don't want, or us imagining arguments, us imagining it being difficult for ourselves. We want to imagine connection, charity, abundance, flow, right? So they're just telling you, just be aware of that, of what you fill your mind with. The mind will play tricks, right? You have to lead yourself in the correct way forward, expand and create and manifest in a beautiful way moving forward. All right, new ideas, beginnings, curiosity. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now it is time to come forward in full splendor. Announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world, like the waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. Now it's time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself, and she is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, and that cannot be tamed or put inside a golden cage. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light, to have radiant curiosity, and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything that others assume is a given, and do not collude with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet an eminently reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself, and remind you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or a job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion just as unfailingly as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. So yeah, it's like this space of the unknown. And I love these two are pretty similar as far as don't listen to the voices of others that try to get into your mind, that try to put doubt in your mind. Only you know the path forward. Only you know what you wish, what is your heart's desire, what is on your heart. Okay, and you have to trust in this unknown. Maybe you have to take a big leap of faith into some unknown area, and where people are like, are you sure? That doesn't sound like you, that doesn't sound safe or secure. But only you know that where you are being led is somewhere fulfilling, your 10 of cups, somewhere much more peaceful. Okay, for you, ease is wants to come into your life. You are transitioning into a new space, into a new you, and you have grown so much. You have come such a long way, and you are new. You hold bigger wisdom, bigger intelligence, deeper intuition, and you are being led and leading yourself into unknown territory. And people are not going to understand it because they haven't had your path and they don't know your calling. And so you really just have to trust yourself into what you know, into what you've been calling in, right? You've been trying to manifest this. And so now more than ever, you have to trust yourself. You have to be very aware of the thoughts that you keep, okay? And you have to really tone down or cut off a lot of the thoughts and opinions of other people, or social media, news outlets, whatever it is, movies, right? It's like we have to really just tune into our own calling, into what we feel, and allow that to move us forward. And you are going to make new connections. You are going to be attracted. That's very important to you, I can tell. And you are truly entering a new space of beauty and love and connection, and success and fulfillment in so many ways. All right, pile 3. So that was your reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good guidance out of that. And yeah, I look forward to the future. There's so much beauty, but mystery and the best way. And there's so much for you to uncover and trust within yourself going forward. So thank you. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. And also let me know by giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. If you'd like to know more about your own situation, or you'd like an energy healing, you can do that with me down in the description box. All right. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next reading, pile number 3. All of my love.